Zlim, Kafus Haimois, Belev Yom, Omar Oyev, Erdoif, Asig Achalik Sholo, Timno Emoi Nafshi, Orik Harbi Toiri Shemoi Yodi, No Shafta Beruchacho, Kisomo Yom, Tolalu Ka Oiferes Bemayim Adilim, Mi Chamoy Chaboilim Adoinoi, Mi Kamoy Cho Nedor Bakoidesh, Noiros Hiloi, Soy Seifel, Notisa Yemin Chotiv Lo Emoi, Oretz, Nochisa Bechastacho, Amzuga Olto, Nehalto Vioscho El Neve Kodshecha, Shamu Amim Yugozun, Chil Ochaz, Yoshvei Peloshes, Oz Nivhalu Alufei Edoim, Elei Moyov Yechazei Moy Road No Moy Gu Koil Yoshvei Chenoan Tipoil Aleihem Emosov Ofachad Bigdol Zreacho Yidmu Kovet Ad Yavoy Ramcho Adoinoi Ad Yavoy Amzu Konisa Tevye Moy Visito Moy Bahar Nachaloscho Mocha in the Shiftecho, Po Alto Adoinoi, Mikidosh Adoinoi, Koinenu Yodecho, Adoinoi Imloich Lelom Boed, Kivo, Susparoi Berech Boi Beforosho Bayom, Vayoshev Adoinoi, Aleihem Esmei Hayom, Uvene Yisrael, Alchu Vayabosho B'Soich Hayom, Vatikach Milyom Hanuvio Achois Aroin Es HaToif Biyodo, Vateitzen Ochol Hanoshim Achareho B'Supim Ubim Vatan Lohem Biryom, Shidu Ladoinoi Ki Goi Go, Sus V'Roich Voi, Ramo Vayom.
Thank you very much, Heshi. You know, I had to pull a lot of strings to make that happen.
I feel it. I feel it. I've mamish felt KRIYAS.
Okay. Yosy, you want to introduce or label B'Tzeis Yisrael? Let's go right out and let's sing right away.
Okay.
Let the unmute the Storch family.
Together in tefillah and in achdus, and that's the key for us to be zoiche to capture the bizas hayam. So Reb Leibel, every year you get us bizas hayam. This year we need it again.
Can you hear us?
Now we're unmuted.
Can you hear us?
Unmuted and we're ready to go.
Can you hear me?
Clearly.
Yeah, because I didn't hear well the whole time, like it was breaking off. Are you too?
No, I heard well, and we're all looking forward to hear from you.
Okay. One, two, three, go.
B'Tzeis Yisrael Mitzrayim, Weiss Yaakov Mayam Loyas, Oisto Yehido, Yehido Lekotzai, Yisrael Vaylam Sheloi Sav, B'Tzeis Yisrael Mitzrayim, Weiss Yaakov Mayam Loyas, Oisto Yehido, Yehido Lekotzai, Yisrael Vaylam Sheloi Sav.
This is muted. 1, 2, 3, go.
Hallelujah, 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 yes, Hashem koloye. Shabechi, 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 koloye. I see your battle like this, your battle like me, fast Emes Hashem, hallelujah, hoidi, Lashem, Kileyoilam, Chazdai, Yoimano, Yesavai, Kileyoilam, Chazdai,
I'm going to unmute everybody just for a moment to give them a big round of applause, and then we'll follow that with the word from Rav Schvartz. Okay, so I'm going to mute everybody. Please, everyone, a big Yasher Koyach.
you so much.
Thank you. We're going to hear from them a little bit more later on. Don't go anywhere. Storch, we're going to find you shortly. And we're looking forward to a few inspirational words.
Mommy, since when has this thing been here? I noticed it like a few weeks ago. Since when has that thing been here?
Where is he? Schvartz family. Where is he?
We're out of orange juice. Go look into the garage. There were two in the fridge.
Yosy, help me find Rav Schvartz.
Video.
He's on video, isn't he?
His name is Zaidi.
Zaidi, where is he? There he is.
You see him?
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
We hear you. Welcome, welcome.
Do you hear me? You see me clear?
I can see your strommel better, but I can see you also underneath it.
How about now?
Oh, yes, can we do?
Which is clear? The phone or the internet?
Now it's clear.
Okay, perfect. Everybody can hear?
Everybody can hear, Baruch Hashem.
Okay. Agudah Yontiv, for the Kol HaKol HaKodesh, B'shis, the Rav Shlita, my Shver, B'shis the ganze Oilem. Wait 1 second, I want to know for a second. Okay, now it's better, I'm sorry. I would love to be able to come to see everybody in person. I was originally planning on coming. Shkoyach Reb Yosy for being mechaved me, and Akiva calling me. I would have loved to be able to speak to everybody in person, to give a drusha, but right now I'm standing in a room. We're speaking to a machine. But Amitzhem, next year, the Shun Abu Ba'ar the Yisroel, be able to get to speak to everybody and see everybody in person. Regarding speaking to machines, my Chavrusa sent me a cute line. He said, during these days, everybody knows what's going on. So one of the lines he said was, when people speak to the walls today's days, it's not yet a time to call a mental health professional. Once the walls start answering back, then you got to get worried. But as long as you're talking to the walls, you'll be fine. You know, Baruch Metzem be able to speak to everybody in person. I'm sure over the whole Yontiv, everybody heard about the virus, and everybody spoke about it. I guess I'll be like, at another teretz on the Yosef's Kasha regarding, oh, that's not good, hold on. Now it's better. Regarding the coronavirus. One of the main, I was thinking when Akiva called me, everybody knows what's going on. Everybody's stuck at home. A very interesting thought that I thought, what does the coronavirus, as some people call it virus, what does that have with Pesach? Another thought I thought also was, pretty much right after Purim was when everything shut down. So all the kids, they all had all the Purim stuff. So I guess we'll start talking from Purim. Pretty much Pesach, life was put on hold. We do know a very interesting thing, that the Suda of Esther and Haman was Pesach by night. Whereas Chabura was Erev Tanis Esther, was from the last days of Yeshiva. He gave a whole drush about it. So he said a very amordige thought on, let's say, Purim, and it could be added to Pesach. He said, we all know the Megillah, it's brought down, Yovai HaMelech v'Haman HaYoim, is Rosh HaTevis Yud Kei Vov Kei. The Medrushim bring down that at that time was when the Gzeira changed. We all know the Gzeira was this Hapach Letoiv on Pesach by night when Esther and Haman had the Suda. So he said, what happened at that time that the Gezerah changed? And what does it have with Shvii Pesach? So the Midrashim bring down, all the Midrashim bring down that they say, up until that point, the Yidden, they knew there was a Gezerah from Haman and from Achashverosh, but they weren't so nervous. They held, we have connections, we have a protection, we'll work it out, we'll get it. What happened? They said, the Malk is a king, is one of ours. The queen is one of ours. What happened Pesach by night? Suddenly, they see on the king's daily schedule, there's being a big party tonight, private party, king's private party. Who? Esther, Haman, and the king. They said, 1 second. Esther's not on our side. She's on their side. They said, oh man, we have no one to rely on. Our whole protection is gone. That's when the Yeshua came. When did the Yeshua come? When they recognized there is no hope. And that's when they turned to Hashem. That night, which was Pesach by night, came the Yeshua. I was thinking, as you brought down, he was mentioning it according to the current events, that he was saying up until now, the past 70 years, anytime there's ever a Tzar and Klal Yisrael, or any problem, always found a solution. There was security, there was terrorists, there was insecurity, there was education, like protests, outdoors, locks, guards. He said Hashem wanted to show everybody, he doesn't know why he came, what it came, no one's a Novi, no one's a Malach. One thing Hashem wanted to show us, this is something that is from Hashem, and there is no protection, there is no way out of it. There is no ein lona mi lishon ela abinu shebashamayim. And this was the midah of Krias Yamsef. And this was the, I would say, the Agudah that we have of Shvii Pesach, which is tonight, Krias Yamsef. They said that Klal Yisrael always worked in a time when they thought they were beyond hope, there was always a new hope. Purim, they thought that it's over, came a new one. Pesach, Yetzias Mitzrayim, Reb Shlomo Levenstein, from the biggest Magidim in Yerushalayim, he put it down how Pesach Yetzias Mitzrayim looked. He says, imagine you have in 1943, smack in the middle of World War II, the Yidden concentration camps. The middle pulls up an 80-year-old Yid. He says, Moira Aboisai. He goes to Chaim Oizer, Menachem Zembe, whoever was still alive at that time. Moira Aboisai, we can't anymore. I'm going tomorrow morning to Berlin to meet Hitler, and I'm telling him, let the Yidden out. That's it. We had enough. There's no chance. You're not getting in. You're not meeting him. So that's exactly how Yetzias Mitzrayim looked. The Yidden were Mitzrayim for 400 years. They were beyond hope. They thought that's it, we're over. What happened? Kim to Moshe Rabbeinu. Moira Rabbeinu said, tomorrow morning, I'm going to Paris Palace. I'm telling you, let my people go. We're leaving. There's a kingdom so there's Meshuggah. But that's how the Yeshua came. The Yeshua came from those type of situations. Klal Yisrael did not give up hope, and Taka came out. When we were beyond hope, we saw there's always a new hope. We see, and where this culminate to, which we know Pesach is the only yontiv, we don't make a shechiyonu, Shvii Pesach, it's a part of the original yontiv. Why? Because Krias Yamsef was the culmination of Yetzias Mitzrayim. So the whole Yetzias Mitzrayim, they didn't remember Shar Timid, they thought they were beyond, they were done. Finally, they got out of it. They thought, okay, we're out. They get in the midbar 3 days. In the middle, they're stuck between the rock and the hard place. Or more correctly, I would say the rock and the water. If anybody goes to the Sinai desert, had the Bachsham the Schiyat, I wasn't by the place of Krias Yamsef, but somewhere not far from there, you see the whole place are these high hills, and it's pretty much a mountainous terrain. So the Yidden are stuck between, on both sides of the mountain. In front of them is water, and the back is a Mitzrayim. They thought they're doomed. It's over. They come to Moishe Rabbeinu, and what does Moishe Rabbeinu tell them? Moishe, save us. Why do we have no hope? Moishe said, why are you talking to me? Go. You're at a stage. Remember, a Yid was matitzik alive. Go. You see Hashem's going to help you. That's how the Yidden work. The Yidden work when you think you're beyond hope. Everything is black and bleak, that comes the Yeshua. And that's the avoid of Krias Yamsef, that you never give up. We always know, and there's one more point to add always, the Yeshua comes from Krias Yamsef always in a way where you never thought of. Klal Yisrael never thought the Yamsef was going to split. They thought maybe the Mitzrayim are going to die, if there'll be a nest. The fact that the Yamsef is going to split, Hashem showed them, you think there is no way out of it? I'll open a way which didn't think. My wife added a cute point. She wanted to mention it. She says, you see by Yetzias Mitzrayim, which is very applicable to these times, that when the Yamsef split, it was split into 12. Each Shevet had its own lane, its own route. But they all crossed the Yamsef together. So too, these days, everybody is in their own lane, their own route, their own derech, but we're all in it together. And the Mitzvah will all cross the Yamsef, and we'll be able to get out. We do know also is, going in this vein, we see always that Krias Yamsef. And we say, so everybody says, what's the correlation to Krias Yamsef? We there's a comment. It says a person a lot of times in Shidduchim, which mainly the most trying times of people's life, is making panos and Shidduchim. So Hashem let a person know, as you think a lot of times there is no Shidduchim, there is no panos, a person can't make ends meet. I'll show you a Krias Yamsef. You'll see that you think that you get the Shidduch from here, comes something you didn't dream of, to have a Krias Yamsef. You think that I'm going to make panos over here, and Hashem opens a Krias Yamsef person. When he thinks that's it, it's over, he has a Krias Yamsef. I had a very interesting story how a person can see if you never dream, you don't know anything. My neighbor, my next door neighbor, he works as a purchaser for Amazon electronics company. He purchases stuff from China. So you all know China has been closed the past 4 months, I don't know how long, 3-4 months. I just spoke to, had a whole talk with him before Purim, and asked him, how is he doing? He must be, so many even don't have panasa. He does a purchaser. How is panasa been? As a matter of fact, he says, panasa is booming. And what happened? He says, I work as a purchaser for a company, and the past year and a half, I made the calculations wrong, and I over-purchased stock worth several $7 million. My boss actually was very upset at me. I wasn't, he was going to sell the stock, but pretty much he had his money stuck in the business, which he could have took out. He said, right now, China's closed. All competitors don't have. I'm the only one I have stock for the next year. Because now he's thanking me. He says, how it's basher the person thinking the hard times, each one has its, he says he had his own Krias Yamsef. Similar to the Avein, am I out of time? Along those lines, I want to mention, we all know by Reb Ashken, everybody knows the famous story. He was last year and a half ago. He got out on Tuesday, the Gimel Chanukah, he got the letter in the mail from the Supreme Court that his final decision was denied and he's stuck in jail. That Sunday, he got out. He says, what was the pshat in it? When a person, that's how Klal Yisrael works. When they think that you're beyond hope, we're done, there is no way out, Hashem put us a way out. And that was the avoid the Krias Yamsef. And what did Moishe Rabbeinu tell Klal Yisrael? Very easy that told them, remember, when you're in a situation where it looks bad, remember you're going to go out. Just go. Pull it through and you'll make it through. If I have a minute, I want to add, there is some sofer, as says, there's a Moed the Gavart on it. He says everybody is at home. We had Shabbos Chal Moed this week. If in the Kri of Shabbos Chal Moed, Moishe Rabbeinu asked Hashem, Harei Noas Kvadecha. I heard a cute vart with davening at home. I'm sure you all heard it from the Weiss My daughter lately, my bashi, she walks around with her one shirt off in her hand, and she has an electric tape, and she kisses it and she rolls it around her hand. You know, the Beis Yisrael, one time someone went to the Beis Yisrael, the guy Rebbe, told me, "No, Rebbe, I have a heilige son." He said, "Why?" He takes Lego, and he builds tefillin out of Lego, and he kisses it, and he puts it on a whole day. The Beis Yisrael told him, "Shake it, daven in besmedrish." Baruch Hashem, today's days, I guess, we all have the Shvii of davening at home, doing the Avodah Hashem on this way. There's one line that I want to end with, that in the KRIYAS of Shabbos Chalamoid, it's brought down, Moishe Goldreich asked Hashem, "Harei nos kvedecho." I want to see you. So Hashem told him, "Re'isi as achroin." You can see my back. I won't show you my front. You will never see my front. So the Chassam Sofer says a marvelous word on it. He says, what did Moishe Goldreich ask Hashem? Moishe Goldreich asked Hashem, "Harei nos kvedecho." I want to see your ways. We don't know why we're here, what's going on, when we're going to end, when we're going to start. The uncertainty, I want to know what's going to happen in the future. And I want to dark Hashem. Let me tell you, if you look back, you might see I'm a fun, you never understand my ways. And it's a the line. The Rav being what Hashem saw him, hair like kesher tefillin. Show him the kesher tefillin. He said, "What was the kesher tefillin?" He said that symbolizes. He says, the tefillin we all know is Hashem, Shema Yisrael, Hashem Elokeinu, Hashem Echad. You have the tefillin in the front, and you have the tefillin, the kesher in the back. The right ritzua is merumas on midas harachmim, and the left ritzua going down is merumas on midas hadin. So the Hashem to a person, a lot of times he thinks he's a time of Rachman, he's a time put him the same way in the front that Shema Yisrael Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad and Midas Rachman, Midas Dinah together, so too in the back. A lot of times during life there might be times it might be Rachman and it might be Din, but it's always connected and it's always Hashem. And Mirz Hashem, we should all be Zoiche to have a Krias Yamsuf, our own Krias Yamsuf. Everybody should have their own Panasa and a Shadichem and a Nefuah. They should have a Yeshua and Hashem should help. Next year, Shemashana Abba, the R Yisrael, we should all be able to be Zoiche once again to be together. And to have a great Yom Tov, a good Moed, a good Moed.
Okay, Yesher Koyach, Rav Schvartz. I'm going to unmute everybody to give him a Yesher Koyach. Yosy, your boys are almost ready.
Ready to go. They're chomping at
and Bobby.
Ready to
Bobby thinks
ready to hear from someone. If some of you may remember a band called the Zim Brothers, now updated with electronic. Welcome, the Zim Brothers.
Yeah.
Good, that's nice.
Koyach, everybody. Unfortunately, we didn't get to hear Shira Shirim. I'd like to call them back to sing a song from Shira Shirim, one more song. You remember what that was, Yosy, that we have lined up for them for Shira Shirim?
Hishbati Eschem.
Ishbati? No, we have, okay. So Ishbati is for we'll go back to Storches to hear Hishbati. I think they're almost ready. Wait, hold on 1 second. 1 second.
I see.
I've unmuted Libel.
Okay, you unmuted Libel? Okay, thank you.
Shvii Ashulamis for the Simon brothers.
Yeah, Shvii Ashulamis was supposed to be. Yosy, that was, we were expecting the Sim brothers to sing
Oh,
that.
we played the wrong song?
No. You're supposed to be Shira LaMelech, and then Shvii Ashulamis.
We could do that if you'd like, depending on the time.
Bring them back.
Okay, come on in, guys.
Some songs from Shira Shirim that we missed.
Quickly, we got a lot of work to do. Libel's pulling you in, quickly. Libel's pulling you.
You think Libel pulls such strings when he
Libel, could you start singing it to get them started? Can you sing it a little bit just to get them started?
I don't know it.
Libel doesn't know. Okay, so if you don't know it, then we're good. Adios, consider que nicht haben von auswendig.
Everybody, one more time. Let's please give it all up for the Sim brothers before we hear from the Storches again. Yeah. Everybody.
These people are on the
We're
phone.
going to hear now one more time.
These people are all.
Okay, Storch is ready with his Shvati, and then we're going to hear from the Rav. Yosy, if you can, scroll down to unmute the Storches.
You are unmuted.
Go. Hishbati Eschem.
Shvati.
Yerushalayim, Nimtzei, as Daidi, Matagidi, Matagidi Loi, Shekayla, Sahaboni, Shekayla, Sahaboni, Hoi Matagidi, Matagidi Loi, 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 Shekayla, Sahaboni, Hoi
Matagidi loy, shechoy la sahavuni.
Hoi Matagidi, Matagidi Loi, Shekayla, Sahaboni.
Shkoyach, thank you so much. And now you have some extra time to think about that ani mamin that we added. Okay, we're ready to hear from the Rav Divrei Bracha. Thank you all for your full attention. Yosy, if you're there, the Rav is indicated by iPhone.
I will find your own shortly.
It's right here.
iPhone.
There, it's right here. The Rav, I got it, I think.
Okay.
Rabbi Lowy?
Oh, okay. That's my Hassim.
No. This one. Is the Rav there?
I'm not unmuted yet.
Yeah, there you go. Rav,
Yeah.
I hope you're shepping nachas from this is
But
all
I'm so
your handiwork.
proud of our shul. I had to see this beautiful, beautiful KRIYAS Yamsuf gathering, everyone singing and speaking. I there are no words to express. You know, we're so. Mamish, the Rebbeinu Shalom gave us the schus to be part. So grateful to the Rebbeinu Shalom, and being part of Kal Yisrael, but being part of the Agudah Yisrael that we have here. And we see how many people are called in together to be together. In the Torah, in the Parshas Rei, which we're going to learn on achroin Shel Pesach, it says that Sheishis Yomim Toichel Matzos, V'Yom HaShvii Atzeres Hashem Elokecha. Everywhere else it says Shivas Yom, you have to eat matzah 7 days. Here the Torah indicates 6 days eating matzah. And the Gemara learns out from this that there's no chiv to eat matzahs. Just like there's no chiv to eat the 7th day, there's no chiv. The only time there's a chiv to eat matzahs is only on the night Erev Toichel Matzahs. But there's a reason why the Torah wrote a punct over here. The KRIYAS says Atzeres Hashem Elokecha means it's an Atzeres getting together. Atzeres means gathering everyone, making Atzeres. Making Atzeres. Yom Shvii is a day we make an Atzeres coming together. We don't have the schus to have the Atzeres in the Beis Medrash. But look at the schus we have to have an Atzeres. Everyone in his own cheder. In his own bias. And we're all together. We're not separate. We're all together. We're all together, and we're making this Atzeres. We're showing the Rebbeinu Shloim. No matter whatever happens to us, we're all Atzeres Hashem Elokecha. We all gather to you. The beautiful. We're crying for love. We're sick for love to the Rebbeinu Shloim. We're waiting for the Rebbeinu Shloim. we're waiting. The love that we have to the Rebbeinu Shloim, there's no end to that love. And in a home where you're private, in your own hisbaidus, you could really express the love to Rebbeinu Shloim much more than a Bes Medrash even. When you own it, like Gemara ben Zaber Akiva, in your own home, in your own room, and that's why we speak to so many people that the davening is so much different than at home. People finish davening 12 o'clock. They finish the davening because it's Atzeres Hashem Elekecha. But that's what Shvii Pesach is, the day of Atzeres Hashem Elekecha, a day that Mekim Tzizamen, we're Zoicha, the schus that we have, that we have Atzeres Hashem Elekecha, the schus that we have, that we come together for the Rebbeinu Shloim, Atzeres Hashem Elekecha. And that's what the day of Shvii Pesach is. It's the day that we should come and join together. We are joining. Look at how the Rebbeinu Shloim, everything the Rebbeinu Shloim prepared the food. Who ever heard of Zoom before this whole thing happened? I remember the first day when someone told me, one of the other Midrashim, we're going to have our shurim on Zoom. What Zoom? What Zoom? Whoever, and the Rebbeinu Shloim prepared the Zoom for all the tefillas and Torah that's being learned through Zoom, and so many gathering of mishpachas through Zoom, so many simchas through Zoom. The Rebbeinu Shloim, everything is prepared. Everything in the Rebbeinu Shloim prepared everything. And Miyat Shem, all this is prepared really for the Moishe Mashiach. Like all this technology, like Agudah Matzio, shlita, Shrav Refuah Shalema said that all the technology we have now is really a preparation. Just imagine, like we speak to some 100 years ago, that you could speak Torah here and you could hear it in Eretz Yisrael, you could hear it in Australia, you could hear it, and the Moshe Rabbeinu Mashiach is going to say it about Torah, and the whole world is going to hear it. And who ever imagined that could happen? Nowadays we have the Zoom. We can zoom into everybody, and it's so beautiful that we're zooming in together. We're all zooming in together at Atzeres Hashem Lekecha, and the beautiful uplifting songs and music that we heard, and beautiful words that we heard, is so uplifting to us. Atzeres Hashem Lekecha. It's interesting. The shira that Klal Yisrael said that time, which is the shira YAM, which Klal Yisrael came to the high madreg Ma'olam Elayom shira till Klal Yisrael starts over as Yosy. And the Rashi brings down the Chazal Mekan, the Tchias HaMeisim in HaTorah. From here we learn out this as Yosher. It's going to be the Chayr. Over there we're speaking about the first shira of coming out of Mitzrayim. And right away, the first thing we say, there's going to be a time as Yosher. The teretz is that right when we start the shira, we should always remember there's always going to be a Tchias HaMeisim. Always going to be a time of Yitziyah. As Yosher, when you sing the first shira, and that shira is included, all the shiras, the Chazal say, all the shiras, Shalosh Lavai, is included in that shira of Moshe Rabbeinu. That when I sing the shira now, every one of us is going to, tonight, in Eretz Yisrael, my daughter told me they made up in their complex, where they're all from Eden, that 11 o'clock at night, everyone is going to open their doors, the porches, and everyone's going to sing Oz Yosher together. We're going to sing in all the walls of Yerushalayim, in the walls of Bnei Brak. They're going to scream out, as Yosher Moshe of Yisrael, and all Shir Hashem Kigo. They can sing out the song to the Rebbeinu Shalom, even though we're in our rooms, even though we're locked up, even though we can't go to Bes Medrash. We're all singing to you together, Shir Hashem Kigo, the godless of Hashem. And we mispalel as Yosher, we should be Zoicha, the Yosher, that the Rebbeinu Shalom is going to help us. The Rebbeinu Shalom is going to help us as Yosher. So everyone really in their home today, I told one of my children, pour some water on the floor and let your children go over the water. Let them feel a little, something, and show and tell is the biggest thing for children, for all of us. Feel you're going, usually when we make the KRIYAS here in our home every year, I always take some water and pour it over and see it split. See it lemaisa, the splitting of the YAM, make something lemaisa, something that you see be'en. And let us all in the families, at home, make a KRIYAS YAM Yom and say Os Yosher together with the whole family. Say pasuk by pasuk, just like Moishe Rabbeinu said, Moshe said, and everyone followed. They say the pasuk by pasuk tonight and feel the KRIYAS YAM that we had. And the Rebbeinu should help that we should, this achroin Shel Pesach, and the Svarim say, why is it called achroin Shel Pesach? That it should be, the Gemara says when Mashiach will come, the Yom Roi, they won't say anymore, Hashem el Malcham Eretz Mitzrayim. We'll say Hashem el Malcham, the Rebbeinu Shalom brought you out from the Golus. We're being mispaled this achroin Shel Pesach, that it's a man of Achdus, that's achroin Shel Pesach. We mish in achroin Shel Pesach, and this year we can't go mish with other people, but we can mish at home, and you eat things that you didn't eat. You eat gebrocht, things that show the simcha of Shel Pesach. But the Achdus will bring together that through us being besimcha together, through us atzeres, I think our coming together, this atzeres, sicher klingt this in Himmel. Look at Klal Yisrael coming together, singing to you and listening to you and doing for you. I should hope that this should be the achroin Shel Pesach, should be the achroin of the remembering Tzis Mitzrayim. Should all go out of this personal goals that we're in now, and we should all those who need refuahs should have refuahs. So many avelim are going to get up after Yontif, start sitting shiva. Hundreds and hundreds of avelim Misaskimo as all over New York and every place where people could pick up as chairs, available chairs, hundreds and hundreds. Nebuch are going to start sitting shiva. The Rebbeinu should be menachem b'sachshar available to Yerushalayim. All those who need refuahs are still on respirators should get out of the respirators. All those who still have corona should get out of it. Should be all be zoichet together to go connected Mashiach Tzidkeinu b'meir b'yameinu. Amen.
Amen. Wish before we get to Ani Mamin, I know the Storches are warming up for their Ani Mamin. I'd like everybody to wish a good yontiv to the Rav. Ki ish echad, b'lev echad. I know we say in Ka'amcha Yisrael. In our house we add the Ein Kehila Ka'agudas Yisrael. So everything we do is a reflection for what our Rav does and says.
But yearn for all to be good.
Thank you.
Being led by our Rav.
Time we're running the floor.
Thank you.
Okay. The Storch is ready for an Ani Mamin, and meanwhile the Simons and the Storches could think of the Yerushalayim song that we'll end the program with. Yosy, if you can unmute the Storches.
The Storches are unmuted, and we're
okay.
Ready to go.
We're ready.
Ani Mamin, Ani Mamin. Ani Mamin, Koi be'emin lo shelaymo, Koi be'iyas ha-Moshiach, be'iyas ha-Moshiach, Ani Amen. Koi be'iyas ha-Moshiach, be'iyas ha-Moshiach, Ani Amen. Ani Mamin, Ani Mamin, Ani Mamin, be'yamin lo shelaymo, moy be'iyas ha-Moshiach, be'iyas ha-Moshiach, Ani Mamin. Be'iyas ha-Moshiach, be'iyas ha-Moshiach, Ani Amen. Ani Mamin, Ani Mamin, Ani Mamin.
Shkoyach, unbelievable. Okay, brothers. Shkoyach. Let's hear the Yerushalayim. Go ahead. Yosy, you're up. Where's your boys?
They're coming. They're coming.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go. I invite everybody to get up to dance if you want, if you dare.
No, I shut it up. You got it? Got it? Good?
Thank you.
Storches, go Simon. For Eloy. Schvartz. Go Akiva Balter. Making everyone's making everyone's Yom Tov and Chol Moed so much easier.
Akiva.
There.
Some of the notes that people have posted, who says, I live in Lakewood, but beautiful program. I live in Lakewood, but yearn for all things Agudah. Couldn't visit for Yom Tov and see my wider Agudah family in person, but it is nice to participate with all of you via Zoom. You never leave. Once you come to Agudah, you're Agudah forever. Thank you so much.
Shkoyach.
Shkoyach, everybody. If the Mashiach doesn't come,
What is it? Even just what?
Virtually.
Shkoyach to the Storch family.